the Wolves came back against Brighton to win 2-1. Brighton took the lead early in a header. Wolves just looked terrible defending headers throughout the game. Throughout the first half especially, there was like a series of like 3 free kicks back to back to back where every single corner kick was ending with a shot on goal, or it was ending with a Brighton player headering the ball. And that was very concerning because it just looked like any corner kick that Brighton had, Wolves were unable to defend. Thankfully, as a Wolves fan, the Wolves were able to come back. I was glad about when I saw the lineup. I was glad that Kilman got some playing time. I think he should have gotten more throughout the season. It was nice to see Hover get a start at the right back, Outnari starting at left back again. And then Vitinha, obviously he was man of the match the last game. He got to start again. Gibbs-White, I've been a fan of Gibbs-White, so it was nice to see him start. Fabio Silva, he played with a lot of energy. It looks like he's getting stronger, and he might be getting a little faster. So I'm really liking the improvement that Fabio Silva is having. But onto this game, it's a tale of two halves. Wolves kind of started good the first 5-10 minutes, and then the Brighton goal came on, and then they kind of fell flat. They did come out in the second half with a lot of energy. I thought Gibbs-White was going to score a goal in the bottom left corner of the goalkeeper. Good save by Sanchez. He sent it to a corner kick. But it looked like Real Madrid. I looked like Wolves were on the up and coming. It looked like they were going to have a good second half. And then Dunk, the goal scorer for Brighton on the header, he gets a dumb red card. Fabio Silva is played on through by Vitinha, and he pulls him. Dumb foul. He like the commentator said, Silva still had a lot to do. He was still probably like 20 meters from the goalkeeper. So, he had to keep composure. He had to keep his dribble going, and the goalkeeper was probably going to close him out. It was going to be a one-on-one situation, but it wasn't like the easiest one-on-one situation. Dunk decides to pull his jersey, and Brighton lose a man. After that, it was all Wolves. Wolves were down 1-0, and it just looked like the goal was going to come. And it did with, who's the goal scorer? It was Traore. Beautiful link-up play by Traore and Silva. Traore looked dangerous the whole game. I was happy to see him have an impact on the game. And Silva's link-up play is really improving as the season has gone on. He's starting to justify his 35 million or 35 million euros, whatever it was, price tag. He's definitely developing as the season is going on. So very excited for Silva. I think he has a bright future. He's 18 years old. So I think the sky is the limit. They say strikers don't hit their peak till 26 to like 29. So in 10 years, Silva will be in his peak, and he's already like showing some dividends. He's already showing that he's capable of playing at this level. So I'm very excited to see how Fabio Silva turns out. But this last half of the season, this last third of the season, he's been very impressive. And like I said, Wolves had an extra man. They were the ones proposing the teams. They were going for the win. Brighton had a very bad play where they're trying to play the ball back to the keeper. They leave it short. Traore intercepts the ball. It's a tight angle. He probably could have shot to goal, and he might have scored. He decides to cut it back, gives it to Morgan Gibbs-White, and Gibbs-White skies it and misses everything. He doesn't even get on target. He skies it, and it just looks like it was going to be a 1-1 tie. You see Nuno's reaction. He's super frustrated. He's like, he can't believe that Gibbs-White wasn't able to finish that. But soccer's funny sometimes. Gibbs-White gets his revenge. Beautiful play, beautiful run by Outnari on the left side. He shimmies, he gets a player leaning, he goes to the touchline, gets a ball, gets a cross in, it deflects off a Brighton player, and it falls for Gibbs-White. His first shot gets blocked, the rebound sits perfectly for him. He puts it on the top right corner, he finishes it. One of the Wolves homegrown players gets the winner. Wolves win 2-1. It was an exciting game. Shout out to the Wolves for getting the victory. Shout out for Gibbs-White for not giving up, for not going too down on themselves, for scoring the game winner and making up the open goal shot that he missed. the ball was bouncing a little bit, so we got to forgive him a little bit. But I'm glad that he got his first Premier League goal. Like I said, he's a homegrown talent, Gibbs-White. He gets a lot of slack from the fans. So I'm very happy for him for getting this game winner. And I'm happy for the Wolves because this overall was a very promising game. It was a very promising result. And it was a fun game to watch for the Wolves. And if I'm being honest, not too many of their games this year have been fun to watch where you're just happy to be watching. You're not just happy to be watching Wolves football because you're a Wolves fan. Like, you're just thoroughly enjoying the game. This was one of those games where you thoroughly, especially the second half, you thoroughly were enjoying the game. There was chances. They looked like they were playing with a lot of intensity. So I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I'm really enjoying what I see from Silva, from Gibbs-White, from Vitinha, from Kilman, from Hover, from Outnery. We'll see how many of these loanees we keep. I think Vitinha we got to keep no matter what. I hope we don't loan Gibbs-White out. I hope we keep him in the roster next year. We do got to build a deeper squad with a larger pool of players. This small squad thing has shown that it doesn't work. And if we do transition to a back four, we do got to get another starting center back, caliber starting center back. And we got to move on for some players. But overall, the Wolves win. The Wolves could still finish with 54 points on the season, which would be a great result, which would be extraordinary considering all the injuries, playing without Raul Jimenez, the lack of form that we had in the middle of the season. If the Wolves run the table, they would still finish with 54 points, I believe, which would be a great output, which would be a great season. So we'll see if they're able to do it. But overall, they showed heart. They came back from a 2-1 deficit, and it was a positive game. Everything said, it was a positive game.